Hi everyone, this is Mr. Brett here, and today I'm making a tier list video. This video is going to be about me actually putting these trains into what kind of tier it is. So basically, to start off with, we have the A sets. Also, before I get started, I'm gonna say that this is basically in alphabetical order, so we'll be starting at the A set and ending at the T sets. And disclaimer, none of these pictures are mine, so credits to them. And I hope you A-Sets is a train made in China, and it's a modern train. It's one of the newest train added in the fleet. The biggest downside is that the train aesthetic is just boring to me. And it's kind of a bit of a plain look. And to be honest, I just don't like the body shape at all. But the upside is that the train is really good comfort. So when you get inside and you have a really stressful day, you can just relax on the A sets. It's just mainly because I think the air conditioning is way better than compared to the silver sets. It's a bit of a boring train. So therefore, I'll be adding the A set in the D tier because I'm not really a big fan of the shape. So the next up we'll be going for the B sets. B sets it's the same train with the A set, but it's basically an uglier version of the A set. It's probably because it doesn't have a good livery, which makes the B set look so much uglier compared to the A sets. So you know, it's just ugly. Just uglier with the A sets. So therefore I might put the B sets in the E tier. It's just I would rather put it in the D tier, but it's as you know, the paint scheme kind of ruins it, so yeah. So let me put it there. And the next one is the C sets. C sets is a silver set, and it's basically a prototype train. It is pretty impressive since you never see a prototype train just doing normal service. C set is it has the same body type with the K set, but with a different front. The seats are a major downside, whilst you cannot change the seat direction. However, it's a pretty good train to ride with. So the next one is the K sets. K-set is one of my favorite silver sets, since it has a good aesthetics and it's one of my favorite trains when I was young. The sound is a charm with camshaft motors, and the biggest downside is just that it's just too boxy. The K-set doesn't have a pantograph on the power car, whilst the pantograph is on the trailer car, same with the C-set, and to be honest, I kind of find it weird, like how does the train work without a trailer car? Like, do they just stand there? And to be honest, I do like boxy trains. Like, I like the S sets. They look a bit boxy, but just if it's too boxy, it gets a bit boring. And the seats are comfortable and they were flippable. So it's better than the C sets. The seats are just better than the C sets in my opinion. Therefore, K-set is a good train. So I'm gonna put the K-set in the A tier. It's the same. It's pretty good as the C sets. It's a bit blocky, but at least that should do. So I'm gonna put it in the A tier. Let's just put it there. M sets. It's a good train, in my opinion. It has really good sounds, and it's one of my favorite trains made in the 20th century. They have comfortable seats, which it's pretty good. Air conditioning isn't too cold, so it's the same with the A sets. It has pretty good air conditioning, and yeah, it's the downside. It's just that the body type is a bit. I don't really like the body type. If you go to some angles, like the M set kind of looks a bit ugly right there. But to be honest, I like the M set. It's a pretty good train in my opinion, and I might put it in a pretty okay tier. Alright, therefore I'm up to the so basically I might put the M sets in the B tier, in the B tier. I like the train. I kind of like modern trains, but not these type of modern trains. So the next up is the S set. S sets. It's one of my favorite one of the best train. Has an awesome exterior with one of the best body type. It has like stainless steel fluting, which kind of gives the train more shape. It's not too boxy. It's pretty good, and I prefer I prefer the Coming version. The Gunin version is just a K-set ripoff, or technically, since I think Gunin and K sets came first. I think the sound is a charm, which just runs on camshaft motor, which it's probably one of my favorite ones. But I prefer the chopper motors. They were my favorite train when I was little, and to be honest, I still love them today. The biggest problem with the S, it just doesn't have air conditioning, and I kind of agree why the commuters are actually complaining. It's probably because they care of the train does not have air conditioning. Like, they're alright with the K-set, but they're not alright without it with the S sets. And to be honest, I wish the S sets have air conditioning, which I don't know why they did not want to do that. But however, it's still my favorite train, and to be honest, I really like him. I remember catching him to school. So you know what? Rest in peace, S set. You will be missed. So without a doubt, I might put the S set. I'll be putting the S set in the S tier, because it's just one of my favorite. It's one of my favorite silver set train. And yeah, so let me put that there. And the lucky last, the T sets. So the T-sets is a really good train with an awesome exterior, because the train is just look cool. And since the train was made in the 80s, it looks like it came straight out of the future. The T-set has a good interiors. I like the windows are a bit unique, like you can actually see the top of it. And the seats are, but the biggest problem, and the air conditioning is just alright. The problem is just the seats. The seats aren't that flippable, and it kind of gets a bit too bouncy when you run on it. And if you ask me G sets or T sets, I would say G sets. But let's not get too off topic. And the T sets is slightly blockier than the S sets, but it's just not too blocky. It's the biggest advantage of the T set is just the front. The front looks just cool. Ooh, I don't know what to say about the T-sets, so I don't know where to put it, because it's one of my favorite trains, and like, to be honest, and like, I don't know, I really want to put it in the A tier or the S tier, so I might put it on the I might put it in the S tier anyways. I really like the Tangaras. To conclude the video, I'm gonna say that credits to the owner of this picture. Like, none of these pictures are mine, so credits to them. And I'll see you next time.